Hi guys, it's Monday. I didn't see you guys all weekend because I was away. Had a really nice time away, but back into the swing of things today. So I don't know if you guys missed Sparrow. If you read the title of my video, you might have wondered if she was even going to be here or not, but here she is. Excuse me, give me a moment to just settle into my coffee and stuff. So the title may have suggested that maybe Sparrow has been sold or had left the nursery. And as you can see, she has not. I have not sold her. I have not listed her. But you guys want to get real. Let's get real. Has Sparrow left my nursery? In my mind, she's left my nursery a handful of times. God, I hope you can see how cute she looks from here. That's the raw truth of it, you guys. She has. So I'm going to talk about it because, first of all, I remember getting her and saying, if I ever feel unsatisfied, remind me of this moment. And I remind myself of that moment quite frequently. But let's talk about why. First of all, is it because I don't love her anymore or I don't feel bonded to her anymore? The overall answer to that is no, absolutely, that is not why. Is it because she has imperfections? And the answer to that is no, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that many dolls are perfect, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with this doll that is what I would consider to be unmanageable. And so that's absolutely not it. Have I found another doll? You know, that's factored in a couple of times as I've considered it, because as you get into your collecting and you start to love your dolls and you sell and buy new dolls, eventually your new dolls become low man on the totem pole. Also, she is clearly the largest investment that I've had in my collection. So when you talk about dolly debt and you talk about the best way to resolve that, when you talk about wanting to get a new doll, let's say, and you start thinking about how in the world you're going to pay for that, that crosses your mind, or should I say that has crossed my mind. So I guess that would be the primary root of it, right? Would be the money aspect. So let's back up a little bit and talk about if I've lost my bond with her. I've thought a lot about this because a little bit I thought maybe I had. And so you want to know if you've lost your bond with your dolls and you haven't really spent time with them. You know, what I found the trick to that is spend a little time with them and see. And that's really what it has been, is that, you know, I just am like in the throes of a very difficult time of life right now that is demanding a lot of my time and a lot of my emotional focus, and just really sort of surviving in a lot of ways, trying to get through the right now. And there's not a lot of time beyond a quick outfit change here and there. Like, I really used to sit and hold her while watching movies and stuff. I do not do that at all, ever, with any of my dolls anymore. In fact, it's a rare occasion that I will actually sit and watch a movie anymore. I sit and I listen to or watch my investigation discovery shows or Bachelorette, which reminds me, Bachelor in Paradise starts tonight. And do something else while I'm doing that. And there's a part I think there's a part in this hobby, at least for me, that I realized that and you know what? A long time ago, I heard somebody talk about this, that you, one of the things with these dolls is they're a moment frozen in time. They don't grow and change and learn new things and develop like a real baby does. So it's just the same face, same expression, same stage of life always. And so that can become stagnant, I guess. So there's a part of that that's true. However, so I really thought perhaps that's what maybe was going on. And I'll tell you, besides Monroe, Kelly, besides Monroe, there's one doll in this community that isn't really even in the community and just barely showing up in the community, but that is around, that used to be in this community, that I would probably sell Sparrow for. Barring that, really, she's every bit as loved as she's been for me. She still amazes me. She still makes me laugh when I look at her, when I do spend a couple minutes changing her and looking at her. I'm putting on this vintage little romper from Sears that I had gotten. I had gotten 3 vintage pieces a little while ago. I'm putting this on her for the summer weather. So, oh my God, she's so cute. She still gets me, see? Really, it comes down to finances. So one, when you're not spending a whole lot of time with the dolls, and then you think of how much cash is laying there in a Moses basket, and how you're sort of juggling and finagling to honor commitments. Now, when I say to honor commitments, I mean dolly commitments. Okay, I make my household contribution first, and that goes into a separate account. And then my separate money that I've chosen, that is my money for gifts for the family and for my hobbies, is separate, okay? For my makeup, whatever, I buy that separately. So when you're scrimping and finagling and feeling sorry for yourself over a doll that you want to buy that you don't have the cash readily available for, you know, you kind of have to go through and take stock of where you're at. And so I have absolutely played with the idea of whether or not I could or would let her go. And I'll tell you that I think it was Friday, I 100% thought I was going to have to do it. I resigned myself to it. It's just sort of like, it's got to be done, because I'm not one to make a commitment and then not honor it. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to people who, you know, of course, rely on their artwork as their income, number one. Number two, I'm not going to do that to my reputation. And it's just not something that I will do. So I thought that was it. And then so I kind of resigned myself to that. And then Saturday I woke up with my calculator in my hand and just started like, well, if I do this, if I do this, if I do this, and I do this, I might just make it. So, some of you may have seen I sold a bunch of her clothes. Well, a bunch. I sold several of her really nice outfits, my favorites for her. Some stuff that I had gotten for my new doll that's not here. And so she might be naked for a while, but I think that I might be okay to make it work. Now, here's the part that freaks me out. Oh, and by the way, in case you were thinking you might feel sorry for me, please don't, because as many of us have said, these dolls are luxury purchases. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can put this barrette in her hair, but I want to bring her close because what I don't want to do is pull her hair out clipping it. So I need to be careful. Oh, I'm so scared. I am so paranoid with this. Yeah, it's not a good idea to use this barrette. Not that way anyways. Let's see. I definitely pulled out like 2 hairs. Oh my gosh, it's worth it. She looks so cute. Okay, one moment. She'll be right back. Oh, maybe I pulled out 3 hairs. Goodness. Oh my gosh, you look gorgeous. Look at her. I hope you can see her. Look at her. With her little barrette. I think we'll get her little lamb here and prop her head up so you can see her face. Yeah, so before you feel sorry for me, don't, because these are my doll purchases. This is my, my overextending myself in a hobby. And if I need to rectify that by letting go of something that I love, then that's what I'll do. So that's that. So don't feel bad. And don't think that I feel sorry for myself for more than like 4 seconds. But here's the part that freaks me out. Two things that freak me out. One is if I did sell her and I caught up on, everything, clean slate, and went to put that money aside, that I would end up blowing it on a doll or something. Okay. And then when I was in a position where the doll that the other silicone or something that I feel the same way about silicone became available, I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, so that's a minor fear. But my other fear is this, you guys. My observation, and I've talked about this on my channel as well, is that as soon as somebody starts talking about selling a baby, like, it's already sold. Like, it's already sold. In my mind, I'm like, well, it's a matter of time and that doll is going to be going. And it's been my experience with my own dolls too, because it's like once you flex those muscles and you start to imagine that doll going, you already detach a little bit. And it also may be a sign that you are not as connected or you're over it and ready for something else. And it freaks me out because I don't want to not want her. Because I really love her, and she's bringing her home was such an unexpected, like, unbelievable opportunity. And you know how much I love this baby. You do. So I'm like freaked out that because I've gone there, that it's only a matter of time. And I don't want it to be that way, because if I make this happen and jump, over the next 4 weeks and I pull it all together, like, that's what I want. I want to be able to keep all of my dolls that I have. So it freaks me out. So that's it. You want to be, real and real about the reality of the situation. These little struggles go on in your mind, and that was the other thing, they go on in your mind. And I saw another collector recently saying this, that, she just was like mentally exhausted and decided when she woke up in the morning, whatever she felt, that was going to be her choice because she was just mentally exhausted. And that's the same way I feel, the going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Like sometimes, even if you're not sure, you make a decision of what you're going to what action you're going to take because you just can't take it anymore with the mind mess that happens. And I'm the kind of person that once I start thinking about something, it's constantly running in my mind when a decision needs to be made and I'm figuring something out. Even if it's a name that I'm picking out, like once I need to make a choice, I need to make that choice. I don't stop thinking about it until I do. And then I just get mentally exhausted and I just need it to be over. So anyway, mentally, I have let her go. Not rejected her and sent her away, but let her go multiple times. Physically, I have not. And I really, really hope that my fears are unfounded and that I don't slide down that easy road to doing it, because I can tell you with all sincerity that I really love her. I'm really bonded to this doll. I really am. And this barrette is just taking it to another level. My little girl. The first little girl doll that I really just like, I fell in love with it and went with it because I was very resistant to having a girl and loving a girl and admitting it because I was all boy. And this one was just like, I don't even care anymore. So there's our girl, you guys. Don't you think that she looks adorable in this? So simple and so perfect. And that's all I have for you this evening. I'd love to do a parade of babies, actually, because that's really all I want to do right now is play with them. But I'm going to let you guys go and go wash some dishes instead. And probably watch Bachelor in Paradise on soon. So anyway, let me know if you go through that, if you've gone through that, if you think that I'm crazy and ungrateful for considering it, if you get it. If you think it's stupid to even be worrying about whatever it is you think. I always love hearing everybody's perspectives, and sometimes it shifts mine. So that's it. Congratulations to Natasha on her new arrival. If you want to go over and check out her channel, she had a surprise addition to her nursery today. Anyway, I love you guys, and I appreciate you coming by to see this gorgeous girl and to listen to me in my ridiculous dolly struggles, and all in good fun. These struggles are so welcome because they're so much better than, real life struggles. That is for sure. All right, have a great night, everybody, and we'll be back soon. Love you. Bye for now.